Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, welcome you all to part 45 of Grim Dawn Definitive Edition on the Xbox Series X. We are exactly where we were at the end of the last part. Well, kind of. I dove back and cleared out the inventory. And we have moved over to this rifle we picked up in the last part. Interestingly, I put the Eye of Dreeg on it for the poison, but it was still not as powerful as the gun that we had on. So in the end, I put the fire damage one back on, and it had more damage on it. So yeah, it was a bit of an interesting one. And I've put the brimstone repeater cover on it, so not overly sure how it fires. Carbines. I'm not sure if the rifles fire. Yeah, it does seem to have a semi-automatic twist to it. Right, we're going to head off to see if we can find... We have lost the boon to Rune of Callister, obviously, when we've got this gun on. That's the only downside, but I don't want to be tied to items quite so heavily, so trying to be a bit braver, I think. And also, bear in mind that this is a lightning gun, lightning damage plus 62% lightning damage, and we've got all those perks to lightning damage already, as we've discussed in here. Lightning damage has got plus 506% on it at the moment, which is just ridiculous. Lightning damage 274 to 918. I mean, it's pretty decent, isn't it? We compare that to the guns. Sorry, the single-handed guns. It's all about the poison, which isn't as high at all. So, but obviously you're getting two guns for the price of one at that point. The pistols don't do as much damage in the base, but let's give it a whirl. Give it a run out. We're on the hunt for this portal again. Chthonic Rift or whatever it's called. What are you doing, Steve? That's your own people. Yeah, there's one of those chthonic rifts kicking around that we went into in another episode. And we need to find it again, because the quest for Black Heart of the Void, I think, is in there. Oop, steady there, steady. Not seen hide nor hair of a bloody devotion shrine for a while. Mind you, now that we've done that with the devotion shrine, and I see just how much damage we can get done with lightning. It does beg the question as to why don't I just try and find items with lightning on them. The thing is, I don't like being tied to sort of one type of damage as well. Jesus Christ, this gun is doing a stupid amount of damage with that lightning on it. Again though, it doesn't tell us where the bloody thing was. I'm not that bothered about running around this area again, because we're, I think, still getting decent XP. We could do that. It's in this section. got a few blues out of that one, haven't we? Torment blueprint. Thunderstruck emerald necklace of the spines. Pierce damage, lightning damage, electrocute damage, all the good stuff that we're using. Ether resistance. It's decent actually. The one we've got on's good though. It's only a level 40 that. Mind you, ours is only a level 41. Ether resistance, actually the ether resistance would drop, so I won't use it. Demonic assault chainmail of blah. Level 50, requires physique of 511. Actually, yeah, we've got 3 blues there. Necklace of readiness. Beanbinder's hood. No, it needs spirit. Chaos damage, which we're not really using. Bleeding resistance and blah. Yeah, bonus to pets. Two-handed axe, which we won't use. Ooh, epic two-handed ranged, which is well, it's a level 50, but the damage on it is way less than what we're using. Well, I suppose if it is doing a calculation based on lightning and shit though, then that'll probably be why. Because that's a decent gun. Actually, the Burning Purifier might actually be a decent looking rifle. might have another good looking rifle we can put a visual on. But I'm surprised. Oh, mind you, Burning Purifier, it might not be a rifle, it might be a crossbow. No, it is. Oh, actually, we've got that already, that Burning Purifier thing. Picked one up before. Can learn that though. Transcendent relic. Vitality. This is your vitality. Right, okay. Pretty much nothing there for us to get too excited about. Fuck me. I've not realised my health had got that low.
Can't do that.
Got a bit cocky there, Steve. Plus 16% to all damage. Pretty decent. Chaos resistance. Quite a few resistances on there, but not ether. Oh, hello. Might be an ether crystal or two in this little section. Thank you. It's a good area to grind out at this level for ether crystals. 2 there, straight off the bat. What the hell is happening here? Frozen heart. Yeah, anywhere where there's a little green bit on the map. Another 2 ether crystals. Pretty decent one again. We've got vitality resistance on this one and lightning damage. Yeah, plus 24 ether damage is no real use to us. Well, it's a dead end, that one, Stephen. You can be damn sure that I'm going to have taken the long way around to finding this thing. Well, there might be an ether crystal down there. Ether crystals have become quite exciting to me now that I know that I can use them to respend my devotion points and stuff. Mind you, they were anyway for making dynamites and such like. He's well and truly dead. Ether resistance on those boots. We'd lose some cold damage and frostburn damage, but we'd gain ether resistance of 17% and slow resistance. Elemental resistance we don't really need. Well, in fact, we're just replacing it pretty much like for like. So we'll be losing the cold damage but gaining the ether resistance, which might not be a bad idea. We'll be gaining 640 armour though. It's worth a look, those boots, you know. And they've got extra speed on them. Heavies again. Got a skill on those ones, haven't I, with Ice Spike on them, which I quite like. I might have a look at those. I mean, Ice Spike's 10% chance on attack. It's not doing a... well, actually, it's doing alright damage, isn't it? 1050 cold damage, plus the perk on cold damage we've got. So they're pretty decent boots we've got on. Slowly dying and didn't even realise. Done a full circle back round to the bloody rift here. Come on then, if you're ready on a fight. Save me from the dead ends. Pair of blue boots there. Reduced stun. Excuse me. Reduced stun duration. Pierce resistance, which we don't need because it's overpowered. Plus 8% movement speed. Yeah, but why is it always shit damage that I don't want to use on it? Very annoying. Quite smart looking though. I mean, I quite fancy Drain Soul. But sap the target's very soul and restore some of your own vitality. A 30% chance on hit. Oh, it does ether damage and vitality damage. 15% of attack damage converted to health. Yeah, decent pair of boots. I just I can't think of a reasonable reason. Well, stun duration, I suppose, is the reason, because I don't have any. But I have 43% bleed resistance on my boots, which I can't afford to lose. Yeah, 72%. I'd get out at like 20% or something. I wouldn't mind the look of them, though. Just quickly see what they look like. Yeah, they're quite smart. Quite like those. Onward. It's like shoe shopping in game, people. Aye, they're nice. I'll take them. Thank you. Can you put them in a bag? Thanks very much. I don't need the box. We certainly need to search each corner of this place. Nice. Dryad's Blessing has gone up again. This area is panning nice and sweet as well, as it happens. To the left, to the left. I could be actually forgetting this thing at all properly. And it could have been in the first section of the old Necropolis, but anyway. How good is that ice move now? Superb. Well, let's go links. Cracking on with the old XP though. Of course, we've got that other quest now as well, haven't we? That we got from the bloody rover camp. Tell you what I have just rediscovered though is that blacksmith. He's over there. It's a really awkward place to get back to that guy, isn't it? See, it wouldn't matter. Like, I wouldn't mind that if it kept that symbol on the map. Just once you discover it, it's there always. But it doesn't seem to do that. It just vanishes the minute you go away from it. Because he's the one that can make the old brain matter for us, people. Tainted brain matter, there you go. Chthonic seal. Yeah, we can only make... Well, we've got a skeleton key. Yeah, we can make a blood of Chthon though. Oh no, we can't. We need ancient hearts for... I thought I picked an ancient heart up recently. That's weird. Just used it for something. Oh no. Tainted brain matter to make an ancient heart, so you kind of screwed either way, aren't you? I'll make one of those actually, because it might come in handy at some point. Just to have one. We can now make an ancient heart. Yeah, I kind of decided there wasn't anything in those to... Well, I suppose now that we know we're getting a bit of a boon out of physical damage and stuff. Level 60 for that, though. They're level 35s. Doesn't seem to be anything between level 35 and level 60 at the minute. Mind you, there's a lightning one. Well, elemental damage one anyway, savage. We're missing a Mistborn talisman. Anyway, going off track here, Stephen. Let's go. Well, I mean, just to remind ourselves, he's somewhere in the middle of that bloody gates of Necropolis. If we ever want to find him. Usually you hear the damn thing before you see it. Making a big buzzing noise. Well, yeah, I mean that's the other direction completely over there. Ugh, keep doing the wrong thing. So we can either go back to the left, or we can head up to the right. I'm starting to wonder if it was in the other area, not in this gates area. Could have teleported here. In fact, as long as assuming it's not the same gate, which it might well be. Well, yeah, we've kind of wandered right through to the gates of Necropolis, haven't we? And not managed to find it. Damn. Well, it's definitely in this area. Where does that take us then? Maybe it's down here. Plains of Sacrifice, that is. And it's definitely in the Necropolis where it is, so I'll head back this way. Okay. I mean, half a mind to teleport back up to this section and do this bit that I haven't. Maybe it was in that grey bit. Once more from the top. This time with feeling, eh? Yeah, I feel like it was the Necropolis interior that it was in, but I could be wrong. not actually minded running this section again though, as I say, because of all the XP we're getting from it. Just ridiculous how quickly we took them out there. Really, Steve? I don't know why I just did that. Wrong button, people. I meant to hit the map. Up instead of down. Oh yeah, remember the old broken bridge? Yeah, it led to a dead end though, didn't it, I think? Ah, no, that's exactly where it is, in fact. Thank you. So I think, I mean, after all this could be the wrong, the wrong rift. But I feel like it's the right one. It's definitely the Necropolis we're meant to be in. I just want to take these guys out because it's some damage. It's some XP. Just on the off chance that I die opening this totem. Holy shitting hell, how much stuff? A rare medal. Mage Storm Assault or Blitz of the Blah. Chill Blaze. A one-handed sword. Scepter, sword. Electrocute damage, lightning damage and physical damage are all of use to us. Physique's of use to us. Constitution's of use to us, I suppose. Physical resistance and elemental resistance doesn't really help us in a huge way, but yeah, better off with the one I've got on. Signet of the Wolf. Ether resistance on that. Oh, that's equipped. Sorry, Steve. Oh, no, there is 21% ether resistance, which is a bit more, and 16% chaos resistance, which is a bit more. Fire and cold resistance comes down a fair lump, but I think they are severely overhyped anyway. Might be worth sticking that ring on as it happens. And we can stick Frozen Heart on the new one. Yeah, it's a level 30 ring that we've got on. Oh, 23% to all damage is of much more use to us as well. Right, we're definitely going to put that on. That's got word of +2 to word of pain on it, that. Elemental damage is of use to us. Pierce resistance, fire resistance, cold resistance, elemental resistance. Electrocute damage, lightning damage, cold damage, pierce damage. Yeah, pretty much all of that helps us. $552 armour in the helm. The Runic Alistair problem though, isn't it? It's converting my Runic Alistair into lightning. Right, well that ring is definitely worth putting on. Oh, Christ. It's that one, isn't it? Chaos resistance, ether resistance. So our ether resistance will go up by another 6. Chaos resistance will be maxed out, which is a decent one. Poison and acid we don't need, but there you are. So cold, 27% and 25% on fire and ice. That's over by 87%, and that's over by 35%. So they'll still be maxed out, even if I put that ring on. To be fair, we could do with something a bit better on the ring. Possibly for stun duration. I don't think I found anything with stun duration on it. I think that's part of the problem. Tell you what, let's just stick that in the end one for a second. That's weird. Oh yeah, it was another 6%, yeah. So our ether resistance is up to 56. Health's coming down a little bit. Oh, fuck. Oh, our physique goes up. Nice. Yeah, plus 27 to physique on it as well, so that's helped us out. So, let's get ourselves back to... I think I've spent a whole episode just trying to find a way back to the bloody rift. Put it somewhere that feels a bit more manageable. There we go. We've got our sexy boot covers to put on, I suppose, as well.
You see anything you like?
Well, as it happens, my friend. Yeah, we did hum and haw over these shoulders, didn't we? They're level 50. They're both level 50s. Yeah, 60 plus 16% to all damage, whereas I'm getting plus 36% to elemental damages. 24% ether damage converted to elemental damage. Plus 501 health. Plus 5% cunning. %, pierce resistance, 16% ether resistance on the ones I've got on. Yeah, there's no ether resistance on them, that's why I've decided against them. It's a caster helm, which we can't wear. There's no point to that. Right, rid of that, rid of that, rid of that, rid of that. It's quite a nice sword, that. Might stick it in case I fancy a sword playthrough. Physical, lightning, execute, and physique. Stick with what we've got. A rare medal. Yeah, we've got fire damage, lightning damage, elemental damage, electrocute there. We've got a decent medal on at the minute. It's a bit odd that the rare components aren't green. This makes it... It's the only element that doesn't have a different colour on it when you... Like with the other ones, it's easy to spot what the... That's why I have to go through every single one of them, hover on them to see if it's a rare or not. I don't know why that is. It's a very strange one. Just make them green and blue and what have you, like the other things. It'd be very handy. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't mean rare green though, does it? It means... Oh yes it does. Rare. So it's the same thing. I don't know why they've not done that. Oversight maybe. The Burning Purifier. Yeah, that's got all the good stuff in it as well, but... Crit damage, physical damage, pierce damage, bleeding damage... A rare amulet. That's a level 40 against a 41. The amulet we've got on isn't that high a level then, is it now? Attuned lodestone can be put in the one that we've got there. I suppose physical damage is getting as a boost, isn't it? We've got more ether resistance on this one. I know, less ether resistance, and that's why I've stayed away from it. Might hang on to it though, just in case for later on. Mind you, it's only a level 40. Yeah, fuck it. Get rid of it. Fuck it. Right. That's the ring we're keeping. What? Where's it gone? Oh, there it's there. It's like, what the fuck? Right. Alright, that's the ring that I'd taken off, wasn't it? So I wanted to get the bit off of it. Right. So, we don't want to put the boots on, but we want to get the... it's a bit of a shame, that. But anyway. None of the damage on it is doing me any good whatsoever. Okay, so we were thinking about the boots because we're going to get extra ether resistance. So if we put those on, get more energy. A little bit more health. Spirit goes down a lot, but we don't seem to have to worry about that at the minute. Everything's a bonus with these. Armor rating goes up again. And our ether is up at... sorry, yeah, our ether's up at 73%. So the only thing I've got worried about at the moment is stun duration. And we just need to change those... mind you, look quite badass, those boots, to be fair to them. Oh, look at the balance. But oh, no, wait. I've just fucking lost all my bleeding. That's why I wasn't going to put them on. God damn it. Yeah, it's less of a balance as it happens because of the bleeding. Yeah, I think that's a better balance, that. Okay, I'll keep them, though, because it might be we balance that out a bit later. Plus, it's a massive boost in armour. And the ring was... yeah, that's the ring we took off. So I just want to put a perk on the ring and change the...
Good use.
Am I selling any of that? Not yet. Maybe. Not yet.
Let's see what I can do here.
New boots. Some badassery boots, those. Got a bit of the western going on with them. Nice.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Well, we've got to that point again where... hang on to 30 of them. Don't know why I'm hanging on to them, to be fair. We're forever. Just doing nothing but pick up more and more of them. I don't have a reason to sell them, which is really the the main reason I hang on to them, just in case of some sort of emergency. Like I ended up in Diablo, needed a gazillion healths. Keep the sword for another playthrough if we do it. I'm going to keep the boots in case we want to change the balance of things. And okay, so we want a... well, it was only a standard component I put on that. Is there anything that will top up bleeding on a ring? %15 bleed resistance can go on hand armour. 18% bleeding resistance on amulets and medals. Amulets and medals. Doesn't look like it, does it? No. So we don't have any. I was thinking if we could put something on the ring that we've just put on that does some bleeding protection, we could have swapped that over. But for the new boots, but never mind. So rings and amulets. There's not a rare component for a ring, is there, at all, that I've got? Mind you, that's a good point. Is there a relic that does a lot of bleeding resistance? Or any bleeding resistance? Got a few relics kicking around. Tend not to be oh, there is. Yeah, pierce resistance, completion bonus. Pierce resistance, crit. Defensive, yeah, no, there's no... well, none of the ones I've got anyway have. Okay, but before we use any of those, let's just see... does all armour include rings? No, does not. So it has to be specifically a ring piece. So it was an attuned lodestone, wasn't it, we were using? That's cold damage, frostburn damage, offensive ability and cold retaliation. Vitality resist. Actually, vitality resistance is low, isn't it? Well, it's only on 59%, so I mean that would get that far more balanced out. Haven't seen anything with stun duration either, which is really annoying. Physical damage, offensive ability. Freeze duration, cold resistance. Health regen, it's always tempting. Increases health regeneration by 24%. It's quite a lot, isn't it, when you've already got... It's a pretty big one, that. And 10% vitality resistance, actually, which we need, don't we? So that actually might be one to go for. Chaos resistance, which you don't need anymore. Yeah, I think that was the one to go for, wasn't it? Where is it? Yeah, the health regen and the vitality resistance. Just check that is vitality again. It is, isn't it? Yeah. There you go. Doing pretty well, aren't we, all round? 80s all the way around the top. Almost an 80 on bleeding and an 80 on chaos. So it's nearly, well, 69% on vitality and ether's at 56%. Stun duration's still winding me up. I don't get anything with stun duration on it. Might hang on to those boots, just in case I decide to use them in another play. And can't see me going back to that ring. Yeah, so we've actually, there was a health regeneration of 11, plus 11 on that old one, but now we've got plus 20, we've got 24% on top of it now. Big difference. And it was a level 50 against a level 30 ring that we had on. I had a level 30 on.
It's safe with me, promise.
No, fuck it, just sell it. Right.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I think we're good, people.
Iron well spent.
Well, good grief, we've hit the, well, we're on 55 minutes or so. Check out the new boots, people. Nice, they're pretty smart, those, aren't they? Like those a lot. Where are we? And here we are, immediately back at the portal we need to go into, which we're going to do in the next part, because we could be in there for a fair while, people. I think we did 2 full episodes in that bloody place last time. I am assuming, however, that the Black Heart of the Void quest will probably be fairly, I don't know, it might be in the first section of it or something, so we can try and find a teleport out pretty swiftly. So I'm looking forward to going back in here, though. Defo. Although, I think this might be where Monkalb told me that I'd missed something in a room. So it might be an excuse to do a bit more of it. Also, I think the last one that she gave us, we needed a skeleton key to do it. We do have one, but I prefer it not to be using up the skeleton keys, because the only decent way I've found to get these things made is by going to that guy who's really hard to fucking find in that middle of that gates of Necropolis. Anyway, there you are, folks. It has been an honour and a privilege serving for you once again in Grim Dawn on the Xbox Series X, and I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Take it easy. Bye.